Zuma arrives in Chad and BEE Commissioner to be appointed deal with fronting. I'm Lebo Changela with this news update. President Jacob Zuma has arrived in the Chad capital, N'Djamena, for an urgent meeting on the political crisis in the Central African Republic. He has been invited by the chairperson of the Economic Community of Central African States and Chad President Idriss Déby. The meeting follows an overthrow of President Francois Bozize's government and the subsequent killing of 13 South African soldiers in Bangui last month. International Relations and Cooperation spokesperson Clay Simonyala explains the details of the N'Djamena gathering.
The region will be deliberating an input from South Africa based on the fact that we've got presence on the ground. We've lost our soldiers who were there purely on a mission to capacitate and train the local army, arising out of a memorandum of understanding that we signed with the Central African Republic as early as 2007. So the discussion will really be to take stock of what has happened and decide on the way forward collectively as a region.
Trade and Industry Minister Rob Davies says a Black Economic Empowerment Commissioner will be appointed to deal with complaints relating to fronting. Davies says his department is working to ensure that fronting becomes a criminal offence. Fronting typically involves companies claiming that their secretaries, gardeners or drivers are directors in order to qualify fraudulently for contracts. Parliament is expected to adopt the broad-based Black Economic Empowerment Amendment Bill, which outlaws fronting and makes it a criminal offence. And when found of the offence, can be fined or imprisoned for longer than 10 years or both. One person has died and several others have been left homeless in two separate fires in the Cape Peninsula. Disaster Risk Management says a man in his 30s died of smoke inhalation while he was sleeping in Philippi. Spokesperson Wilfred Solomon Johannes says a house and two shacks were also destroyed during a fire in Wala scene. He says the blaze may have been caused by a candle that fell over in the informal dwelling. And the South African Revenue Service, SARS, has set itself an ambitious target to collect nearly 900 billion rand in tax revenue next year. The amount is 10.3% higher than the 840 billion rand revenue that was collected this year. SARS Commissioner Opa Magashula says extra efforts will have to be taken to achieve the new target.
And the economy, as its outlook is, it will remain muted, so there will be extra effort, I think, that we will have to unleash in order to come anywhere nearer, the 898 billion that we have to collect this year.